Hey guys, PixelDip here for another Pixelmon update showcase. I haven't done one of these in a very long time because Pixelmon was officially shut down due to a cease and desist by Pokémon. However, the closest thing we're going to get to an official continuation of Pixelmon has just came out, which is Pixelmon 6.0 or Pixelmon Reforged, and is done or is created by the original Pixelmon modelers and developers. This video is going to be a little bit laggy because there's so much stuff to show off. All these models are individual new things that were new Pokemon that were added to the game, and I will quickly explain why I divided them into sections. But first, if you guys are excited for the return of Pixelmon, be sure to leave a like. All the links to everything here is down below. Alright, so why did I divide it up into sections? These are all the, I'm guessing I'm branding them as normal new Pokemon that were added in the update. These are all the special new Pokemon that were added in the update, like legendaries or like pseudo-legendary stuff like that I thought was worth separating. And then these are all the Pokemon that were added to the updates, but the models are taken from the games. They're game ripped, so they're not made by the Pixelmon staff. Notice how this is obviously noticeably less by all the other Pokemon which are here. However, because Generations, Pixelmon Generations, as well as Pixelmon Reborn were taking models from the games, they needed to have like a similar Pokemon count to those so that when you're exporting worlds from the fake Pixelmon mods like Generations or Reborn, you'd be able to pretty much keep the content the same. Yeah, that's just a quick clarification. So if you've been wondering what the state of Pixelmon has been for the past couple of months, the official Pixelmon team has been working on this, or most of the official Pixelmon team, maybe not most, a good portion. While Ninja, well, first there was Pixelmon Dark and Pixelmon Reborn, then there was Pixelmon Generations, and all three of those were using models that weren't created by them, that were taken from the games. And I'm not a huge fan of them, one, because the models are game ripped, and two, because the like standard of quality of those mods was really low. They had stuff that was super glitchy. They didn't like delay updates because of glitches, and it just came out not too great. But we have official working Pixelmon back, guys. Alright, anyways, let's go through and go through all the Pokemon, go through all the Pokemon that were added. Usually I show off all the animations for everything, but there's just so much that I couldn't even consider going through the animation of every single thing that's here. So there are 182 new Pokemon, which completes Generation 4, 5, and 6 in Pixelmon. No Gen 7 yet, however, that is coming soon. There are a dozen plus new Mega Evolutions. Here again, split. These are models made by Pixelmon, these are not. And there are a good 30 to 40, am I counting correctly? Maybe like 25 plus remodels, which are over here. Pokemon that were already in Pixelmon, but have now gotten better models, all of which were made by the Pixelmon team, made and animated. Alright, so let's go through everything. Should I name off every Pokemon? The thing is, if I name off every Pokemon, I'm gonna get some stuff wrong and people are gonna shout at me in the comments. Alright, let's do it. So we have Cherubi here, we're starting with Gen 4. Then we have Cherim, both the Sun form and the normal form, I believe that's what they're called. Ambipom, Apom was in the game for a very long time, but we never got Ambipom, so that's awesome to see. We got Baniri and Lopunny, which are pretty cool Pokemon in my opinion. We don't have Mega Lopunny yet though. I know you're Purugly. Purloin is the other one, right? Or am I dumb? Are you Purloin? Let's check. Glameow, Purloin is the other one, right? Alright, yeah. Sorry, my B. Gen 4 Diamond was my first game. Why am I getting this wrong? Stunky and Skuntank. Stunky was the starter on a Pixelmon series using this Pixelmon that I just started. Check that out if you'd like to. Links at the end. We got Hippopotas and Hippowdon. I'm going to quickly show off Hippowdon having two different colors, male and female, quickly. From time to time I'll show off some Pokemon. I want to keep this video pretty chill, so if I feel the need to show off something, I'll do that. We got Hippowdon female here, and if we grab an editor quickly, we will have Hippowdon male. I'll need to resend you out. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, so a few of the Pokemon have differences in male and female forms, and it's pretty cool that Pixelmon is including that, because of course Generations did not. I'm throwing so much shade in Generations, but I mean, what can you say? Whoa, am I skipping stuff? I'm not actually. Nice. We got Licky and Tangrowth, both evolutions of Pokemon that were in Pixelmon before, and that is, and then let me skip over here because I misplaced some Gen 4 Pokemon. We got Krogunk, Toxicroak, Carnivine, Finneon, and Lumineon. We got it right, I think. Yes. I love Krogunk's little sitting animation. Makes him look kind of like full of himself. I don't know, big ego, but it's cool animation, and Carnivine's little dance is just so cool. I just love the Pixelmon models. They like, because what's the fun in just playing like Minecraft Pokemon if like all the models are just taken from the games? Like these are all made by the staff, and they're all super unique. I love it. All right, so let's go to Gen 4 mythicals and legendaries and stuff, because there are a lot. First off, I know that Spiritomb is not a legendary, but I just thought he's a pretty cool Pokemon. Why not put him here? So Spiritomb, this is one of the things I don't like about the new Pixelmon update. They use this transparent thing a lot, which maybe just for me, but makes it look a little bit too bright. But if we hover here, you can see that his model, let me just move it across a little bit, you can see his model's meant to be pink, and if we, for instance, like look from behind or make the time set 13,000, that should work. It's a little bit more evident here that he is purple. Yeah, I don't really like it that much. They should make it a little bit less, or more opaque, less transparent, so that it's more obvious what they're trying to do, but that could just be a temp thing. That's just a nitpick on my end, though. The model and animation look great. Actually, I do have a Spiritomb on me right now. There we go. Here's his little animation. He's twirling around. That looks sick. It is kind of spooky that it is a floating face, though. I like it. I like it. All right, we got Gible, Gabite, and Garchomp. Sorry about the little choppy frames here. 14 frames per second. Oh boy. These are fan favorites by many, and we actually do have Mega Garchomp as well. Should we check out Garchomp's animation? Because I'm pretty sure you can fly on Garchomp. Garbodor? Oh boy. Only me would give myself a Garbodor instead of a Garchomp. Nice, nice. Get that trash out of here. No, I'm just kidding. I love Garbodor. So he is not rideable actually, but I'm pretty sure he has a flying animation. Interesting. That's such a small Garchomp though. Let me rare candy. So he follows us quickly. Alright, let's check this dude out. He looks pretty awesome. A little bit small. We might want to change that. He's Pygmy. Alright, so what if we make him ginormous? This will be a different story. Alright, let's check it out. Oh, nice. Alright, he isn't rideable, but he has a flying animation, doesn't he? I guess we don't really have to dwell on this too much. He does not have a flying animation. His Mega has a flying animation. Interesting. Alright, so next up we have the Rotoms. This guy is slightly out of his transparent bubble. That's an issue with his walking animation, but his idle animation has him inside of it. And unlike Generations, we've got all of the little application Rotoms. That's what I call them. They're using like household applications to become a different type. We got Motom, Fan Rotom, Fridge Rotom, Washing Machine Rotom, and Oven Rotom. Yeah, so currently there's no way to like legitly transform your Rotom into any of these dudes. In order to do that, you would have to give yourself a Rotom, which it does spawn, and then Poke-edit it to be form 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. So that's how you cheat it. But legally, you cannot actually get any of the Rotoms yet, because they are actually looking for feedback from, oh, that's a really cool animation. I like that a lot. They're looking for feedback from players, as in to figure out how they should make the switching of Rotoms work. In my humble opinion, they have a fridge already as a Pixelmon decor item, so they might as well add like a fan and everything. And then once you interact with this while a Rotom's in your party, maybe like that triggers it. I'm not sure. Anyways, next off, we got amazing looking Palkia and Dialga. These are modeled by the Pixelmon staff. They look even better than the in-game ones. Oh my goodness, I had a flow there, but completely ruined it. They look amazing. I'm going to certainly ride a Dialga to get this going, because I'm not sure what we're doing on time currently, but hopefully not too bad progress. I did play Diamond, so did I misspell Dialga? What? Is that a glitch? That's odd. Wait. Okay. I guess Dialga this one. Can't give yourself a Dialga, huh? Interesting. Well, cut that out. We'll give ourselves a Palkia instead. He is in the game and he does spawn. I'm not sure why Pokegive him doesn't work. It's a little bit odd. But Palkia fans rejoice because we're going to use a Palkia instead, and I think he's rideable. Maybe I turned on that you need Fly to ride? Who knows? But regardless, we can take a look at this dude because he looks absolutely insane, and he's huge. He can get even bigger than this. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Then we got Giratina. We got the land form and the, actually I have no clue what the difference between these forms is or what they're called, but I do know that with the Grizzlius orb, which is a new item that was added. Is it the Grizzlius orb? Yes, you can change the forms, and let's just try that quickly to prove that it does indeed work. Pokegive, PixelDip, Giratina, not Giratina. I always thought I was Giratina as a kid. Oh, you look really cool. Can I ride you? Whoa, he's oh, that's the coolest animation I've seen in my life. Alright, Giratina was given the Grizzlius orb. Is that how you change his forms? And then do you use them in battle or something? I'm not really sure how it works. I should probably have tried this out beforehand. However, it's alright. Well, I guess I don't know how that works. I'm pretty sure it does work though. Trust me on that. But both forms are in game, which I guess is the more important part, I suppose, because Generations hadn't quite figured out the forms yet, but I think they were getting there. Give them time. I feel so bad saying that, but next up we got Cresselia, who looks really good. Cresselia, I think, was outshadowed by Darkrai, who's a way cooler Pokemon in my opinion. However, you're a fairy type now, I believe, so that does, or are you a fairy type? Maybe you have fairy moves. That was pretty cool, because I play Showdown a lot, and Cresselia is not an infrequent Pokemon to get. Now you're just psychic. Alright, I got you. Anyways, next up we got Manaphy and Phione. Phione obviously being bred via Manaphy, and then Phione not being able to evolve into Manaphy. So on like servers, I'd imagine Manaphy would be quite common, whereas Phione would be, or no, Manaphy would be quite rare. Phione would be rather common, because when you have one Manaphy, you can get a ton of Phione. Darkrai we already covered, and then we have Shaman as well as Shaman Sky. And these obviously can be switched using the Gracidia. I think that's more of a commonly known Pokemon fact. I do want to try this out quickly to see if there is like another application for this, or another way to make this work, or if Giratina was not working. I messed that up. Let's just type it in. Pokegive, PixelDip, Shaman, because you can always use the Poke Editor to change their forms. I'm not sure if it's implemented yet. Oh, it is. Okay, for you it is. I don't know why it wasn't working for Giratina. That's odd. However, there is Shaman Sky, and that was a very small one. Is that Pygmy? Probably. Let's check. It's Run. You can get even smaller than this. Wow. That's pretty cute. Imagine just like a Shaman spawning in flower fields or something and you not be able to catch it. Oh boy, that would suck. That would suck. Or not being able to find it, I mean. Next off, we got Arceus, or Arceus, depending on how you want to say it. And we of course have all the different types of Arceus implemented in. You can kind of just go through this yourself. I didn't put all the types on display because there really isn't like that much difference between them. However, all the plates were added as well, so that will be how you change Arceus's type. And let's actually try this out. because I want to see if the Giratina not working was just a one-off thing, or if a few of these are not fully functional yet. Because obviously when you're at it, when there's an update as big as this, the biggest Pixelmon update that's ever happened, there's bound to be a few issues. You're given the flame plate, so it gives you it but doesn't really give you it. That's rather odd. Okay. So the glitch for Giratina then was that I couldn't right click the Grizzlyosaur, but I can give it in the party. Let's try that out. So that works for you. Did I trash the Giratina? That's what an inconsiderate boy. Giratina. Let's try that out. That's kind of odd. Then I guess that is a glitch, but not the glitch we were anticipating. Yeah, that does work. All right, interesting. So you are oh my goodness, you are a gorgeous creature. You're expected to give, oh, you're so cool, to give the item via the held item tab instead of right clicking. I assume that will be a fix in later updates, but just so you know for now. Anyways, that is the Gen 4 Legends covered. Let's hop on to Gen 5. Alright, so I will cover the Gen 5s that have Pixelmon models. However, a lot of these do not have animations yet because the animation team, which is Xander and another person, I think, haven't gotten to it yet. However, I think that there was like a poll. I think I said however 3 times in the same sentence. Jeez. There was a poll on the Pixelmon website if they wanted people to, like, Pokemon to be added if there was a model without the animation, and people voted yes, so that is why they're doing it, perhaps, or maybe just to catch up with generations. Either way, first off, we got Blitzel and Zebstrika. Zebstrika is not rideable, unfortunately, I guess because he has like a little bit of spikes going on there that might hurt. But next up, we got Timple, Palpitoad, and Seismitoad. I am so surprised that I got Palpitoad. Wow, I usually can't remember that. Then we have Petal and Lilligant. We already had Cottony and Whimsicott, yes, so now we have both of them. I think they were like, one was exclusive to one game, one was exclusive to the other. Then we have both of the Basculins. I'm pretty sure it's the same model, just the eyes and the stripes are changed. It's pretty cool that both are in though, but these guys are currently a little bit underneath the ground, so I had to like elevate them. I guess they're like land sharks or something now. It works, but we got Scraggy and Scrafty next up. These guys unfortunately don't have animations and are in their T-pose, which is pretty funny, but hopefully it will be changed in the future. Then we got Yamask and Cophagrigus. Cophagrigus looking really cool, but I can't wait to see what they do in terms of animation, because those floating hands can do like crazy stuff. What if you like had the floating hands open up his chest, like his, like the coffin? That'd be so cool. Or sarcophagus, I think that's what it's called. Then next up we got Fungus and Amoongus, and what I find really funny is that like they chose to animate these guys before like Cophagrigus or like or Scrafty and stuff, the Pokeball Pokemon. But I mean, they're cool. No, not to throw shade towards these Pokemon or anything. I like the shiny a lot. It's like, I guess it is a great ball. That's pretty cool. Then we got Frillish, and what is your name? I forget that. Jellicent, yeah. Jellicent's face was working in the last update. There was 6.0 and then 6.0.1, which came out. I'm just gonna double check that Jellicent is in fact has that face, and then we can also check both genders of Jellicent because they're both in. Yeah, so that face is just a issue for, I guess, the statue. Face works fine here. Looks pretty good. And let us change your gender to male just to show off the blue version. And of course the shinies for male and female also work. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like the male version a little bit better because the lips aren't there. Like, it looks a little bit cuter. Just the eyes. I don't know. just my personal opinion though. Anyways, we got Ferroseed and Ferrothorn coming up next. Ferroseed looking pretty cool, rolling around, and Ferrothorn obviously can get way bigger than this. I had to set him to Pygmy so that he fit on this little podium. but these guys are animated as well. But next off, we got Tynamo, Electric, and Electric, or Electric, either or, and Electros. And these guys are some of my favorite Gen 5 Pokemon, especially Tynamo, actually. I really like them. When I played Brick Bronze, I actually had them on my team because I thought they're pretty cool. Then we got LGM and Behem. Of course, I remember these names over like much more common Pokemon. Who did I forget? I forgot Jellicent, and I can remember Behem. That's odd. They're cool Pokemon nonetheless, and they are followed up by Cubchoo and Beartic. These guys looking pretty awesome. These guys actually have been in the Pixelmon files for a while, as well as Tynamo, Electric, and Electros. And that's how I was able to get this guy in Pixelmon Zoo like 2 years ago or something. Yeah, so they've been in there for a while, they just haven't been implemented into the mod. We got Shelmet and Acelgor next, followed by Stunfisk, who looks awesome. This is actually such a well shaded model. Stunfisk definitely deserves this 100%. I should put you in the thumbnail. But Durant is coming up next, and this texture for him is so well done. My goodness, you look fearsome. I really want to use a Durant now. But these guys all don't have animations yet, unfortunately. So that is it for Gen 5 in this section. Let's follow up with Gen 5 in this section, which I'll actually kind of go through quickly because I don't really want to show off the game ripped models. They were in Generations. They're the same. They're from the same source. They're from the games. They're from X and Y or Sun and Moon, which Generations also use. So you've seen these if you played Generations. I'll just slide through them quickly. Some things I do want to show off, however, are things that are done way better than Generations, which is Unpheasant, male and female, is fully implemented, which it certainly isn't for Generations, as well as the model changes for male and female, which I think is pretty impressive. So here I have a female or male in Unpheasant who has the mask and stripes. I was surprised when I found out this is game ripped. It really doesn't look like a game ripped model. But I was given a list of game ripped versus not game ripped from the actual Pixelmon people, from Miasku. Shout out to you. I think that's how you say your name. So, and this is a female one. Obviously, the stripes are gone and the eyes are partly closed. Was the other one partly closed? I'm not sure. And the feathers are a little bit different. So I want to show that off because I thought it was pretty cool that they implemented it. Then, just to go through, here are some more Gen 5 Pokemon. You've seen these if you've played Generations. I like Minccino and Chinchino a lot. A few texture issues. I think this guy's eyes, for instance, and did I seriously forget your name? Darmanitan. Yep. Him having some black there, and your tail, for instance. However, that's obviously gonna be fixed when these get replaced with like actual models made by the Pixelmon team, or just in future patches. But like these are nowhere as serious as like the Togedemaru Maru and Generations. Oh my goodness, that thing was all over the place. More models over here. Just gonna slide through these. It's pretty funny that Shelmet and Escavalier were game ripped when Carablast and Escavalier were game ripped, whereas Shelmet and Acelgor weren't. I thought that was a little bit odd. Then we got male and female oh wait, no, that's a different gen. We'll get there later. We got Volabai and Mandibuzz. So we had Rufflet and Braviary actually for like 2 years. So it's pretty awesome that these guys, the rivals, are in now. Awesome. So let's hop on to Gen 5 Mythicals and Legendaries and stuff. Starting off with Victini. This was obviously shown in the Pixelmon trailers a while ago. Really cool looking. What does shiny Victini look like? Oh, right. I know the shiny. I don't like the shiny too much. They could have done more. But that was the first fire psychic type. I think that was like the hype around it. But then we got Axew, Haxorus, and Fracture and Haxorus. Haxorus looking so cool. I love this guy so much. I love Axew as well. I'm definitely gonna have him like have an important role in my series because I can do like a cool little texture for his scarf. That's another thing. The Generations textures were game ripped, so they're kind of all over the place. They didn't really care how the texture files looked, to be honest. Whereas in Pixelmon, the textures are a lot more simple, so I can make really cool stuff for the series I do, like make like patterns on their textures and stuff rather than just recoloring. So that will be super exciting for the upcoming year. Then we got Drudigan as well. I don't think you have an animation, you don't, but you still do look extremely fearsome and cool. I like Drudigan, man. I just kind of do. I'm just gonna quickly check the time we're at. Please don't be like, it's 26 minutes already. All right, let's speed up a little bit. So next off, we got Dino, Zwilius, and Hydreigon. These guys are awesome looking. This is actually a very small Hydreigon. They get so much bigger, but these are probably I prefer Axew's line more than these, which is kind of controversial. Most people prefer it the other way around, but I don't know, I just think Axew's so cute. They're cool nonetheless, and being Dragon Dark types is definitely a pretty cool type combination. So we got the Swords of Justice followed by Keldeo, and I was convinced this Keldeo model was game ripped because it looks so close to what they have in the games, but it isn't, and it's very cool. And of course there's the sword form, or the blade form, as well as the normal form. The only difference being a few feathers on his head, as well as his horn turning into a sword. My favorite model, I'd say, is Verzian. I don't know, I just kind of like the eyes, they're sly looking. But my favorite overall, probably Terrakion, because he is just a big cool boy. But now these guys, I think, have insanely awesome models. We got Thunderous and Tornadus, I think I got that right, and Landorus. They all have the exact same pose. It's pretty funny, but they all look super awesome nonetheless. They're followed up by Meloetta, the normal form, and the pirouette form, and these guys have very cool animations and models. Actually, I really like it. I think the normal form I prefer a little bit more, but can appreciate both. But next off, I think, is something insanely awesome. We got Genesect, as well as all of the drives, which I'll show off over here. There's the drives, and yeah, I've kept up with this little list here. So there's all 4 of the drives for Genesect, which basically changes the plate on his back. So like form 1 be red, then like yellow or whatever. I don't really need to show you guys this, but what I think is so cool about Genesect's animation is that, firstly, I mean, just his idle animation, there's 700 frames in this. Whoever animated this went all out. He just looks awesome there, and look, he turns into, when he's flying, like his little insect form, bug form, flies around. I just think that looks so cool, and Shiny Genesect is awesome as well, so I had to show that off. Next off, we got the legendaries from Gen 5 with Reshiram, Zekrom, and Kyurem. There aren't the different forms of Kyurem yet, however, I believe that is a feature to come. Personally, I prefer Reshiram in general, but I do really like Zekrom's model here, so I'm a little bit conflicted. Anyways, let's pop over to Gen 6 and start over in this section. So we got Bunnelby and Diggersby, both no animation, so his ears are a little bit in a wonky position, but they still look cool nonetheless. We got Vivillon, all 18 patterns of this dude. My goodness, how they went overboard, man. And I have it on the Pokeball pattern because that is like the most special event pattern, and he just looks awesome. However, Scatterbug and I don't know, like what the second evolution is, Spupa, yeah, I think that's what he's called, are actually game ripped. You don't look game ripped though. I don't know why maybe you are, I don't know. This guy's a little bit glitchy, so these guys are game ripped, which is why I put them in the game rip section, which I found odd. Maybe it's a mistake in the list that I was given, but apparently those guys are game ripped and Vivillon is not. Obviously you can tell Vivillon isn't. Just really cool. Then we got Flabebe, Floette, and Florges. Of course, they have Florges, gorgeous. I just got that. Wow, I'm slow. They have the different forms of these guys: the orange, blue, white, red, and yellow flowers. Is that correct? I don't know. But they do not have AZ Floette, because that of course is like a kind of an Easter egg more than like a legit thing. However, maybe I can make like a texture for that. That could be cool for sure. But these have awesome models. I love them so much. Then we got Honedge, Doublade, and Aegislash. Unfortunately, no animations on them yet. And we don't have the shield form for Aegislash yet either. But they're judging by how cool their models look. I can't wait for the animations. Maybe he can put his sheath on and off. And I can't wait to see what the shield form looks like. We got Clauncher and Clawitzer next. Really cool Pokemon. I love Clawitzer so much. Just this giant arm. What is it called? Oh, why did I forget this? Claw. Grip. I don't know. Claw is really cool looking. And I don't know. Just thought I'd give a shout out to you. Next up, we got some fossil Pokemon. The newest fossils, we got Tyrant and Tyrantrum, which looks so cool. And Amora and Aurorus, I just thought looked like impressively good. Like, I don't know. I was just like, in the actual games, I chose Amora because I wanted to be like, I wanted to be different because everyone chose Tyrant. But here, I actually love the way Aurorus looks. And given the choice, I think I would choose Amora again. And because I do like ice types quite a bit. And the jaw and sail fossil were added, which are here and here, which is another thing that Generations didn't have. More shade towards them. They did not have fossils implemented yet. Then we've got Sylveon, as well as remodels for all the EVs, but those are over there. Klefki, whose face is a little bit low res. I presume that will be fixed in the future. Bergmite and Avalugg, awesome looking. And that is it for the modeled Gen 6s. So I will quickly just breeze through what we have here. Of course, these guys, I'm not going to show male, female talent, Pyroar, but because male is like the one you see the most. But I believe that the female one is a model maybe, or a texture made by the Pixelmon staff, because they couldn't find a female one that was game ripped, which is why of course Generations doesn't have one. But the male one is one that is game ripped. And then these are all quite obviously game ripped ones. Same thing, Meowstic has a female one in this one, which was a texture they made, I believe. And just going through here, you guys can see all these guys. Inkay and Malamar are a little bit broken for now. Probably fixed in the next update. And just through here, yeah, I mean, you guys can always pause and check these guys out, but all of Gen 6 is currently in. So let's look at the special Gen 6s next, and legendaries and stuff. Starting with the Goomy line. So we got Goomy, Sliggoo, and Goodra. And I'm actually really conflicted about these guys because they look very similar to the ones that Generations had, which are obviously game ripped, taken from the games. So I feel as though they're game ripped. They're either game ripped or very faithful recreations. The thing that throws me off is the eyes look similar, but the rest of the body, it looks modeled. Yeah, I'd say so. Just the eyes throwing me off a little bit. This guy, however, definitely not game ripped. We got Xerneas, and we got both forms of Xerneas. The one where he is not powered up, then powered up. I have no clue what they're called, but just to tell you guys that. And I don't think Yveltal has two forms. Yeah, so I don't know what the use of the not powered up Xerneas is. I've never seen it competitively, but I think that in actually X and Y, like, it's part of the story, maybe. I'm not too certain. But Zygarde comes up next, and Zygarde does not have his forms implemented. However, he does look pretty sick. And if you do realize, these are the models from the April Fool's pack I was given, and April Fool's video, Pixelmon update that I made. They're actually in game now, so everyone can have them, not just me. Next off, we got Diancie. This is probably my least favorite model that was added, only for the reason that the transparent thing I talked about with Spiritomb is super visible here, and not huge fan of it. However, what can you do? It's still chill. Volcanion coming up next. I do have this guy in my PC because the model version of him had a little bit of bugginess to it. However, the actual the statue was a little bit buggy. Anyways, here's this guy. Let's check out his animation. He might actually shoot out steam, which is why I want to see if that's the thing. Oh my goodness. That's the coolest thing ever. That's why the statue has the steam on the side. I want to check that out again. That's so cool. Xander, if you animated this, I don't know who animated this. This is just, that is so cool. Dude, if you need to be sold on Reforged versus Generations, here's proof. That's so cool. It's like chimneys. I love it. I love it. He is like a steam Pokemon, right? And his move is like steam eruption. So that's sick. I had to show that animation. Wow, I didn't even know that. I was insane. We got Hoopa and Hoopa Unbound. Hoopa Unbound looking absolutely amazing. So spooky. Hoopa I don't like as much. The texture on the face is a little bit off, in my opinion. I mean, I'm a little bit judgy like that, but Hoopa Unbound is just so perfect and amazing. Oh my goodness. Alright, so that is all the new Pokemon. Let's jump on over to not Mega Evolutions. I want to do remodels first. Yeah, let's do that. So we got Piplup, Prinplup, and Empoleon. Empoleon does not dab like he did in the trailer, I believe. I checked. I don't think he does. I think that was just like a shot that like showed him from a weird angle. Looked like he was dabbing, which I guess is a good thing. Probably. But anyways, next we got Turtwig, Grotle, and Torterra. Grotle has a little spiky thing here. I don't know if that's just a thing because he's in a statue right now, or if it's actually part of his actual animation, but that's like an easy fix. Don't worry too much about it. Torterra looks awesome. Chimchar I like so much in this. His sitting down animation, like Krogunk, just looks really cool. And then Monferno looking fierce, and I love how like this guy's like little fist forward kind of mirrors this fist forward. I don't know how to explain it, but it's cool. It's a little like animation, like Easter egg, I guess. Not really Easter egg, just reference, I suppose. Infernape. Chimchar was my first starter ever, so I'm gonna be a little bit biased, but Infernape looking really good, I gotta say. Let's check out Shiny Infernape. I don't like Shiny Infernape though. It looks kind of off. If he had like blue hair, it'd be a lot cooler. Blue fire hair, that'd be sick. Charizard got a remodel again because they didn't really like the old remodel. Xander was like really upset about the old remodel actually. But just to check out his flying animation, that is 100% evidence why it was worth it to remodel him, because he looks sick now. Elekid looks awesome. His walking animation's a little bit broken. Not much to say about him. Blaziken got another remodel, which is just cool. He looks really good. I don't know if it was like the most needed thing. However, they are remodeling like all the blocky things, so don't worry if like you want Mareep or whatever to be remodeled. It's being worked on. We got Nidoran male with evolving into eventually Nidoking, which looks so cool. I just want a shot of him. Wow. Then Nidoran female evolving into Nidoqueen, who personally I actually might like Nidoqueen better. I don't know, I just kind of like her posture and stuff. Like, she just looks queenly of course. But Nidoking just looks so cool in this. I just have to say that. Then we finally got a Zubat and Golbat remodel, which will make you feel less embarrassed when you're trying to get a Crobat and using these guys because they look sick now. We got Diglett, Dugtrios, looking pretty cool. I mean, what? There's not too much you can do with these guys, to be honest, but they still look cool nonetheless. Then we got Mankey and Primeape. Mankey's arms are just so cool. Does he actually do like a kick? I don't think he does. No, that would be pretty cool. He looks like he's in a posture that would kick eventually, I suppose. We got Tentacool and Tentacruel, which is awesome. Geodude here is floating a little bit, which is odd, but Graveler and Golem looking awesome makes up for that. And I want to show off Golem's animation quickly because it looks very cool. His walking animation, PixelDip. Golem, that's not the right goal Pokemon. Golem, there we go. So Golem actually now rolls when walking around, which is really cool. Watch this. Look at that. Hey, that's so cool. I like that so much. I don't know. I just thought it was worth giving a shout out to. Seal and Dugong surprisingly look amazing. Xylo's gonna be happy. He loves Dugong. I don't know if he loves the Dugong, but he ends up having to use Dugong quite a bit, so that's pretty cool. Krabby and Kingler finally get the remodels that were done for a while, and they actually walk sideways. I put them sideways so you can see their model up close. Probably my favorite remodels, to be honest, just because they used to look so not great, to be frank. We got Licky Tongue next, which is awesome because we did get Licky Licky. Got a new Tangela with the new Tangrowth. Then we got Eevee, who looks so cute. I like it so much better than the Game Ripped one they had in Generations. And then Jolteon, Flareon, and Vaporeon just look, they're just too cute. Especially Jolteon. It's just too amazing, dude. It's just too amazing. We got fossil remodels as well with Omanite, Omastar, Kabuto, and Kabutops. Kabutops looks really good. Then we got more Eevees, Espeon and Umbreon. I personally like the Espeon model more. However, they're both insane improvements over what used to be in Pixelmon. We got Swinub, Piloswine, and Mamoswine remodels as well. I think the Mamoswine is just flattening out the model he had earlier, because that model was pretty fine. But Piloswine looks really nice. I don't know. Just well done, well shaded. All the Pixelmon models are actually better shaded than the Pokemon in the actual games, I'd say. Aerodactyl, really cool. I love how his animation's gripping the ground like this. It's just such a creative like way to animate the Pokemon. But I just had to mention. We got Cranidos, Rampardos, Shieldon, and Bastiodon, which were much needed. The ones in the games before were a little bit blocky, but you still gotta appreciate the blocks. We got Archon and Archeops. Archeops, very cool looking. I want to see if you have a... Oh, that flying animation looks really good too. Wow. And personally, I actually prefer Tortuga and Caracosta over those guys. And Caracosta's model, I don't know, it just looks like overwhelmingly good. I don't know what about it, but it just looks really good. And I like it a lot. So finally, we got Mega Evolutions, and then that will be it for this update. Actually, no, we got Apricorn Tree remodels as well to go with the berry, with the addition of berry trees, which is pretty awesome. And I also want to mention that we got Whipped Dream and Sachet in order to evolve Swirlix and Spritzy respectively into their evolutions, and the Prison Bottle to switch Hoopa up. Yeah. Alright, so now we got the Pixelmon modeled Mega Evolutions, which are Beedrill. Mega Beedrill looks the best in my opinion. I love this thing so much. Mega Pidgeot, Mega Slowbro, Mega Gengar. Actually, the Mega Gengar might look the best. His eyes are so fearsome. I love it so much. Wow, that's really well done. Really well done texture work. Pinsir and Mega Aerodactyl as well, looking sick. Then these are game ripped. I'll go through them quickly, but I mean, they're just temporary, of course, until actual models are, I guess, put in place. So what are you doing in time? 44 minutes. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, well, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this showcase. Sorry that it ended up being so long. I can't cut out too much because we showed off like so much stuff, but I hope you guys enjoyed, I guess. I hope you guys enjoy the new update. The update is for Minecraft 1.12.2. I should have mentioned that they upgraded because it runs a lot smoother. Of course, I'm lagging because I have 200 statues in a very small place. But in the normal world, just to prove it to you guys, it will run absolutely fantastically when I just walk out of there. I'm going up in FPS, and I am on a laptop right now as well because I am in California. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy that showcase. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I guess like I don't really do like questions that much to you guys, but I just wanted your opinion. Oh, I just hit my mic. That was not great. I just wanted your opinion. Like, what are your thoughts on Pixelmon coming back? What are your thoughts on Pixelmon having to now use game ripped models in the official mod because of the fake Pixelmon mods which were circulating around for months, being Generations, Reborn, and Dark? Do you think, what is your opinion on the whole situation in terms of Pixelmon? And if you are, I guess, struggling or still choosing between using Generations and this, I strongly urge you to use Reforged. And oh my goodness, is this a new structure? Oh no, I think it's one of the gyms. Wow, that looks really cool. I strongly urge you to use the more official Pixelmon, or the official Pixelmon, because it's supporting the original creators, and all my series will be using this in the future, and it's just such a higher quality mod. I don't know, I don't think there's anything that Generations does better than this, apart from having Gen 7, which this mod is working on and probably gonna be added, and is going to be an addition in a couple updates, instead of them waiting for Gen 8 to come out. That's no longer a thing. But yeah, I just wanted to say that. Let me know what your thoughts and everything are. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye bye.